Thank you, Kobe. And really, there are 1,000 fights in that game that we could look at. And we're only going to get to look at one. And I want to pull it up on the screen immediately. Is that Baron call by Team 8, which brought them back into the game. So set this up for me as to, why this was the correct call and the follow through on the plays.
All right, so this is right after, to refresh everybody's memory, the fight that was towards the top inhibitor where Cloud9 actually claimed that inhibitor for themselves, almost got a lot of kills, almost got killed themselves, and then it was just a trail off. Cali goes back, gets home guards, and just pushes them out. They actually continue to push them all the way up to the Baron pit, and Balls is forced to TP back in after backing. But he started his back timer before, right here on the minimap. You can see Lemonation and Meteos are trying to back in the bush, and they're like, oh no, we're making a play off of this because Team 8 have rushed the Baron. Sneaky is dead at this point. You can see it right there. He's dead. And High is actually back right here. There are only 3 tanks present that end up at this Baron. They have none of their damage dealers because they're only running 2 AD carries as a damage source. So what ends up happening, we can start rolling the clip out now, is Balls will come in and he goes hard. He goes immediately in there. He doesn't decide to check it because they have no vision. He's like, I have to go in, and he goes immediately onto Maple Street. But this is what happens is Cali Trolls and Dodo immediately section off the remaining tanks, and they just pick off Balls, focus their DPS on him, and they're already at half HP here from C9 because of the fact that they had been fighting earlier. High goes up to the front and gets hit with a hook. His 2 tanks that are left are behind him. Nobody's there to back him up.
Yeah, Sneaky's still on the way. Those hooks, as Maple Street rightly pointed out, were pretty essential to the comeback that was made by Team 8.
This was just really poor positioning, though, and the fact that C9 had to play with lower HP bars and juggle the situation of do I go in, do I not go in? Balls ran in at 7,000 HP left on it, and another hook by Dodo. That was, I thought Sneaky was going to come in and clean that fight up with his crits. He does end up getting some kills, but the fact that that hook came out, so Dodo is really the MVP of that minor play right there. There's those minor plays of the hook, which turned out to be a huge play because they were 7K down at that point in the game. And the fact right before that, Cloud9 didn't get any kills on them and they got Sneaky off of that was what allowed them to get that Baron. So overall, really good, just split-second decision because they had pressure on them for like 10 minutes before that play happened, and Team 8 were eventually able to be like, okay, we got by the skin of our teeth. Very lucky that they didn't die. No crits that took them out over at the inhibitor. And then they immediately capitalize off of that and take that little opening and force C9 to kind of panic.
Well, that's the key, right? Is that they made a great in-the-moment decision based on information that they had, which was that Cloud9 is not prepared for a fight if they stay, so they have 2 choices. Either they back and regen but cede the Baron, or they fight us now and lose the fight. And as you said, Cloud9, a team that normally has so much foresight into the game and is prepared for these kinds of things, were thrown off kilter. And we saw it in their execution is that they were like, okay, let's make a play off of this, but they funneled in, and then the mechanical play by Dodo there, as you rightly pointed out, just landing those 2 crucial hooks. Sneaky actually had QSS there. That's the one mechanical thing I could have, as you said, he was maybe in the position to clean that up if he had used his QSS there. It's possible that he decided he would have rolled through the team. Still unlikely. Yeah. But ultimately, I really believe that, as Jap pointed out as well, this one opening, they seized it, they took it, and it brought them right back into the game. From then, it was still more back and forth. They played it out correctly, though. Fantastic win for them.
Yeah, and also just another part of that pressure that they were applying to Cloud9, it wasn't just low health bars, it was the lack of vision. Balls has to TP onto that ward. That's the only ward that he has in the vicinity because they cleared out the Baron pit. And the fact he has to face check it to even see the HP on it and how quickly it's going down, that's a very quick, split-second, shot-calling decision that is like, do we check it, do we not check it, what is Balls doing, and how do you just get the team to wrap around that situation? And Cloud9 misplayed that fight just in like 1 or 2 different ways, and it cost them the game and let Team 8 back in.
An exciting game, making the standings even closer than they were before. When we return, we'll see if Team Impulse can get some Week 4 revenge when they face off against Winter Fox. You're watching the NALCS.
Oh, am I now?
Knock knock. Give us a knock knock or something.
Knock knock.
Come on, let's have some fun here.
Give us a knock-knock or I quit LCS
Knock,
right now.
knock.
Just walk off the stage. I'm going home.
That's going to be the lockdown, but the Wild Growth is there to save. Cali Troll's coming in from the side, but he has to stay outside. Absolute zero. Now eyes on to Slushy. Pie's low on mana. The missiles. No, he had it charged in, and he hits it. Eagle eye high.
Vlad's rear though. Vlad's all. Yo, Vlad flash it. Vlad flash it. Kill Vlad. Kill Vlad.
Yes, Sonya.
It's okay. Just careful. Careful.
I'm dead. Red.
Hit Vlad. Hit Vlad. Porpoise. Porpoise. He's got no flash.
I have Slong.
Lucian. Nice. No, it's not. Nice.
Get the bear.
I got Nuno. Ace.
Nice! 40-second timers on the clock. This could be the Nexus turret if Meteos can't do anything. Oh my god! Oh, he's laughing at him. You gotta be kidding me. Team 8 takes down Cloud9.